Oh.
This poem is entitled For Her. This is not for me, this is for her. If you look in my eyes and see what I've seen, you'd see the monsters weren't under my bed, but in my family tree. My stepfather, even though I was in elementary, began sexualizing and grooming me, planning to destroy the innocence in me. He was supposed to protect and serve. So I have my own reasons for saying the police. Because even though he wore a badge, he was a pedophile secretly. Unfortunately, when I told my mother, she believed his lies over me. See, my words was threatening her reputation and financial security. Then she told me to keep it secret because if you tell your grandfather and uncles, they would kill him, as she told the little me. So I had this predator's life in my hands. She put it all on me. My little mind was so confused and made to feel guilty. This cop, while in uniform, sat me on his lap and typed on his work computer in all caps, "Could he F me?" Thank God that day my big step cousin Charlie was there. She helped me tell my mom, even though my mom didn't really care. Because she put him out for only 2 days, and before I knew it, he was right back there. He was so angry I told my mother he no longer addressed me by my name Angel. He replaced it with snitch, bitch, and trick as my new label. Destroying my self-esteem, this went on for years. Again, I told my mother, but then she married him and had a baby that I had to change, feed, and wipe the tears. I grew up in a household with this dirty cop who got indicted for this sex crime and that, but everything he did to me, he never took the rap. I told other adults and relatives, but my mother covered for him over and over again. And because of this man's desire for me, I wasn't seen as a daughter anymore, instead resented and seen as competition. So that's when the lies, envy, and jealousy started. That's when the slandering and gossip began. Because if they made me look shady and crazy, if I ever decided to tell the truth, people would doubt my credibility. Now, privately, my mother has repeatedly confessed to me she stayed with him because he was paying all her bills and she was too embarrassed to move back home. But publicly, she denies the truth that she sacrificed me for money, then played victim whenever the truth was told. At 18, I finally moved out and told my biological dad. He said, "That's why they kept me out your life, so I couldn't protect you," and he was so furious and mad. He then went to internal affairs and reported everything he knew. When my mother found out about the investigation, she responded, "It's your baby sister's father. Think of her future too." Then my mother and stepfather drove me to the wooded area of Adair Park, where he checked me for recordings before apologizing and confessing his part. But he shared no details, just saying things happened that never should have. Then my mother restated, standing next to him across from me, "Remember, he's your baby sister's dad." So then they drove me to my internal affairs interview where I didn't tell the detectives all he did. Thinking of my sister as I sat alone in that interrogation room back in the mind of a traumatized little kid. She only divorced this man when he got a 19-year-old pregnant. And to this very day, she plays victim like I did something to her in the past and present. Knowing that her boyfriend was kissing and touching me from 10 years old, she still married him for money and believed every lie he told. She let him raise me, then said, "I don't know what's wrong with her head." It's so terrible that if you show forgiveness to people that hurt you, somehow it makes you look bad. So to every man that loved me and proposed, I'm so sorry I couldn't meet you at the altar. It was just so hard for me to trust a man when my first French kiss was forced on me by my stepfather. And to every woman that was a BFF, and I let you down and dropped the ball, I'm so sorry. It's just so hard for me to truly trust a woman because betrayal and manipulation is all I can recall. I used to be so mad at God, asking why he doesn't protect the innocent. Then I finally accepted that everything I suffered through was possibly meant. Maybe it was meant to teach me forgiveness, grace, courage, and mercy. Now I'm overflowing with so much strength and peace that nothing could ever hurt me. Having them as parents actually brought me so much closer to God. I feel him in every single breath, and I hear him in every single word and thought. And since I've felt true pain, I'm able to experience true joy. Now, every day is my birthday, and nothing sent by the devil could ever destroy me. I made it. I survived. I beat the devil and his demons. I forgive anyone who ever hurt me. In the mighty name of Jesus. Hebrews 8:12, I will forgive their evil ways. I will not remember their sins anymore.